Alright, focus warriors! Let me ask you something brutally honest. How many times today have you sat down to be productive only to find yourself 30 minutes deep in Instagram reels or watching videos about underwater basket weaving? Come on, be real with me! We've all been there, my friend. And that's exactly why you're here right now, because you're ready to break free from the endless cycle of distraction and finally master your focus like never before. Here's the life-changing truth bomb I wish someone had told me years ago. Focus isn't about willpower. It's not about being more disciplined. And it's definitely not about guilting yourself into productivity. Nope! Real! Lasting focus is all about strategy, about outsmarting your own brain in the most deliciously simple ways possible. Let me introduce myself properly. I'm your focus hype man, your concentration coach, your distraction destroyer, and together we're about to crack the code on staying laser focused with 3 ridiculously simple but scientifically proven techniques that actually work in the real world. No complicated systems, no expensive apps, just pure, unadulterated focus magic! Now before we dive into these game-changing strategies, let's address the elephant in the room. Why is focusing so damn hard these days? Well, my friend, we're living in what scientists call an attention economy, which is just a fancy way of saying every app, every website, every notification is literally designed to hijack your attention like a digital pickpocket. But here's the good news, you're about to become pickpocket proof. Let me hit you with some scary, good stats. The average person checks their phone 96 times a day. That's once every 10 minutes! And get this, each time you get distracted, it takes your brain 23 full minutes to regain deep focus. Do the math, that's 36 entire days per year lost to distraction. But here's the beautiful part, we're about to get all those wasted hours back. Let's start with technique number 1, what I like to call the phone parking lot revolution. Your smartphone isn't just a device, it's a full-blown dopamine casino in your pocket. Every notification is like a slot machine payout, keeping you hopelessly addicted. But we're about to break that addiction with one simple trick. Imagine this, you get a beautiful basket. Any basket will do. I use an old popcorn bucket from the movies because it makes me laugh. This becomes your phone's new home during focus sessions. Here's exactly how it works. When it's time to focus, you gently place your phone in the basket like you're tucking in a mischievous puppy for a nap. Then, and this is crucial, you walk that basket to another room. Not just across the desk. Not on the bed next to you. Another room entirely! Why does this work so well? Science shows us that physical distance creates psychological distance. When your phone is in another room, your brain stops seeing it as an immediate option. It's like putting junk food on a high shelf, out of sight, out of mind! And here's my favorite part, set a timer for just 25 minutes. That's it. You can survive without your phone for 25 minutes, right? Now I know what you're thinking. But what if someone needs to reach me? Here's the reality check. Unless you're a brain surgeon on call, the world can wait 25 minutes. And if it's truly urgent, they'll call twice or find another way. This small act of boundary setting is revolutionary. It tells your brain, I'm in charge here. Let's talk about technique number 2, what I call the silent headphone hack. This one's going to blow your mind because it works exactly opposite of how you'd expect. Most people think they need complete silence to focus. Wrong. Total silence actually makes your brain seek out distractions because we're wired to notice changes in our environment. Here's what you do instead. Put on noise, canceling headphones, and play absolutely nothing. That's right, silence with headphones creates this magical focus bubble around you. It signals to your brain, hey, we're in work mode now, while also telling everyone around you, do not disturb. There's fascinating neuroscience behind this. The slight pressure from headphones triggers what's called the auditory occlusion effect, your brain automatically assumes you're in a focused state. And get this, studies show people interrupt you 47% less when you're wearing headphones, even if you're not listening to anything. Now, if complete silence feels too intense, try this pro tip: play brown noise or ambient coffee shop sounds. These create just enough background noise to satisfy your brain's craving for stimulation without actually distracting you. It's like giving your brain a pacifier while you get real work done. Now for our third and final technique, what I lovingly call the ugly workspace method. Forget everything you've seen about those perfect Instagram workspaces with the succulent plants and artisanal notebooks. Those are focus killers disguised as productivity boosters. Princeton neuroscientists discovered that visual clutter reduces your working memory by up to 17%, but at the same time, completely sterile environments kill creativity. The solution, what I call the cozy, ugly workspace, just interesting enough to feel comfortable, but boring enough to make actual work seem appealing by comparison. Here's how to create yours first. Pick one and only one happy item, maybe a fun mug or a photo of your dog. That's it! No post-it note rainbows. No collection of 37 fancy pens. Second, and this is crucial, face a blank wall if possible. I know, everyone wants the window view. But that beautiful scenery is just another distraction waiting to happen. A blank wall gives your brain nothing more interesting to look at than the work in front of you. Here's a bonus tip that changed my life. Create a distraction notepad. Just a simple notebook where you jot down random thoughts that pop up. I need to buy toothpaste. What was that movie with the penguins? Getting it out of your head and onto paper instantly frees up mental RAM. Now let's do a quick recap of these life-changing techniques. First, give your phone a vacation in another room with the phone parking lot. Second, create your focus bubble with the silent headphone hack. And third, design your ugly workspace to make work the most appealing option available. Here's your challenge: try just one of these techniques today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today! Then come back and tell me which one worked best for you. I read every single comment because I genuinely care about your focus journey. And if you're ready to take your productivity to the next level, hit that subscribe button, because next week we're tackling an even bigger challenge: how to ask for help without feeling weak. It's gonna be epic! Remember this, my friend. Every minute you spend mastering your focus is an investment in the most important person in the world, you. Now go out there and show those distractions who's boss! You've got this!